Hello, everyone. I'm Tommy Atomic Rodriguez, also known as your friendly neighborhood ucologist. How's it going, everyone? So, what are we talking about today? Another live video. So, I am really late today. So, getting in and out of town on Veterans Day is terrible. Actually, happy Veterans Day, everyone. Everyone who's watching that's a veteran, happy Veterans Day. Anyways, now, what are we talking about today? Well, if you haven't read the title, we are talking about Darkside Sky Lime. I actually just got this from Hookah University. Paul Salido. I hope I pronounced his last name right. If not, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with last names. First names I'm good at. Last names, not so much. Anyways, we were talking about some Darkside. This is the first time probably the third time I've tried Darkside. Actually, I've tried it twice in Vegas, and then once now. So I don't know what flavors I smoked in Vegas. Don't ask me that. I don't know. So I'm using my Sayoko hookah per usual, my timber hose. I'm actually using my oak bowl because it's actually only got 15 grams of 5 flavors. I got Skyline, grapefruit, red tea, Eclipse. Oh, fuck, I forgot the other one. I already said red tea. I forgot the other one, but I'm using my oak bowl today because I have 50 grams of each, and it's the smallest diameter bowl I have. So plus, I wanted to use my oak bowl today. So there's that. So now we're talking about Darkside. It's a very interesting. It's a Russian tobacco. The cut's very interesting as well. It's real juicy. I'm not a big fan of juicy flavors. So juicy tobacco in general, I'm not a big fan of it. If it's super juicy, I'm not like 100% in on it. Like what's another one? Fumari. Some Fumari flavors are just way too juicy, and I don't like it. Personally, I'm not a big juicy kind of guy. So it's okay. Everyone has their own preference. I personally don't really like them, but if you do, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing against that. So, very interesting flavor. I'll give you that. I love to stuck my fingers in after. Wow, that's interesting. Anyways, now that we are trying this beautiful flavor out, it's actually very interesting. I do like the taste of it. It's nothing too like crazy about it. Nothing's like super crazy flavor wise, but it's actually a very interesting flavor to smoke. This is one of those flavors that give me kind of a nicotine buzz, so I'm actually super in on it because I do chase the nicotine buzz. I do like smoking dark leaf tobacco for that aspect. So this is a very good dark leaf flavor in my opinion. Now, this is very interesting. Sky lime, I don't really taste lime for the most part. Like I mean, I get a hint of lime, but it's not very potent. I should say that's very pretty accurate. I only have 2 flare cools on it right now because 3 would probably just burn the bowl way too quickly. So there is that. As you can see, Darkside gives us a very good cloud output, so that's also very interesting as well. Having a lot of clouds is something I kind of strive for because I do like having thick clouds while I smoke. I think I'm just one of those people who enjoy thick clouds. That's why I vape for a little bit just so I can get the massive clouds. But then again, I was not really into changing the atomizer and everything else like that. So the cloud output is actually very impressive. This bowl's just started. I had a late start, so I didn't prep the bowl a little bit before. So we're going straight from packing the bowl and putting the coals right on it. So I didn't, like I said, this bowl is fresh for about 15 minutes, if that. For Darkside being this brand that's actually very new to America, they just recently brought it in from Russia and they started bringing it out here to the U.S. So it's a very interesting way to go about it. I think that Darkside before was a lot stronger, I guess, for most people. I remember correctly. I'm not too familiar with the brand, so this is probably my first real introduction to Darkside having it for myself. So I'm actually really impressed with how it smokes and how well it handles. for the most part. The more I smoke it, the more I can taste the lime. Lime's getting more and more bold as the bowl continues. So that's actually a really good thing. It's not too many flavors have that kind of gradual taste to it. I, for example, when I was smoking mango cheesecake, I can immediately tell the mango cheesecake, right? The mango is super strong and everything else. This one's not. It's very subtle, which is very good in my personal opinion. I do like having something very subtle and something that easy for me to smoke. So that's a very good aspect for myself to actually have a flavor like this, you know. And if you're not really familiar with Darkside, I suggest you do pick it up. It's something, if you're into dark leaf and want something other than Tangiers or maybe a Zone Dark, this is something that would be very easy to smoke and very, lightweight, kind of like an introductory level to stronger tobacco. Like I said, that cloud output's fucking amazing. I can't believe that it's going this strong. I mean, I think this is going to be a relatively short review. I think I'm going to do smoke the rest of them and have a more in depth look at a lot more dark side as I continue to smoke these five flavors that I have. Unfortunately, I only have one bowl for each, so which is kind of upsetting because I wanted to play with it a little bit, but unfortunately, I don't get that aspect. I only get the one time smoke and get a full range of how this goes. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I just had dinner. I came back from San Jose having had some fun today. The pho you mean? I'm funny. I make myself laugh. It's okay. What I do like about this flavor is very smooth. Like I said, for me, the smoothness while smoking is actually one of the best things for it because I do like having an enjoyable smoke where I can actually breathe a little bit. I can actually sit down, read a book, or even watch TV or something and have something very easy for me to smoke. So this is one of those flavors that I do recommend for you to have like a nice chill session. If you're having friends over, this is one of those brands you can have that's dark leaf that your friends will enjoy as well. So there's that. Now let's go into Sorry, let's go into the ratings. We're gonna go from the inhale and the exhale. So let's go from the inhale. My taste buds are a little burnt too. I think it's because I ate soup today and I didn't, let it cool down. Oh well. It's very cooling. I do like the cooling aspect of it. It's a very easy flavor to go about. So having that kind of aspect to it is actually very interesting to me because there's not a lot of cooling flavors besides mint that I smoke. So is this something I'm going to pick up later in probably 100 grams or 50 grams or something? Probably. If I'm just trying to kick back and have something a little bit more of a flavor profile and everything, I think this is one of those flavors I can get on board with. Right. So that is a very good chance that I might just order some more dark side and have some skyline in my repertoire because that's just another thing I like to try. So now let's go about the XL. Just as smooth going out as it is coming in. So that's actually a very good thing for me. Like I said, because I do like to have flavors where I can sit down and enjoy and just kind of relax with. This is one of those flavors and one of those brands I can actually get on board with because it is a very easy flavor to smoke. I know some brands are actually a little bit tougher to smoke sometimes, like Tangiers. The first 10 minutes could either be the best 10 minutes to start or some of the worst. So those are one of those brands that are very tough to judge on first try basis. This one on the other hand is actually very easy to smoke, very easy to pack, very what's the word? Very, I wouldn't say complacent, a very smooth way of starting. So that's actually a really good thing as well. Having those two things that are very easy to smoke and super easy to pack or some of the better aspects for it. For me personally, having something easy to smoke and easy to pack are one of the easiest things I have to do because I do entertain guests every once in a while. We smoke hookah here at the house, so having a pat bowl that's not too difficult to pack or I don't have to put a lot of work into it makes it very easy. But let's face it, it's not hard to pack a bowl. You get some, you throw it in, right? So I mean, for the most part, it is very easy for it to go. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give Skyline a very solid 10 out of 10. It's like I said, there's not too many flavors I don't like, which is weird, I guess, because some people are very picky. I am not that picky when it comes down to it. So it's a very easy smoke. It's a very easy bowl to pack, and that's one of the best things, right? To have a bowl where it's not super difficult to pack, but not super, hard. Chris, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. How we doing? I just saw your comment. Hello, Chris. Chris, tell us, have you tried Darkside? Are you a fan of Darkside? Because I'm becoming a fan of Darkside. I'm trying this for the first time at home. This is like my third time smoking Darkside, but it's the first time I actually get to sit down and critique it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. For those of you who don't know Chris in the chat, Chris is our #1 fan here on the Hookologist YouTube channel. I do appreciate him every time he stops by. I'm assuming you're at work, Chris. I agree. This is a very, very good flavor, good brand. I'm trying Skyline right now, and I do really enjoy it. Like you just, I don't know if you saw my ratings, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because it's a very easy bowl to pack and a very easy, smoke, which is very good. 49ers, dude, I hope they lose. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, all right? I don't care if I'm from the Bay. I rep Green Bay. Doesn't matter. I mean, if you guys lose to the Sea Pigeons, I'm going to laugh because the Sea Pigeons, I do not like them one bit. Do not like them. Yeah, Chris, me and Chris have a fun time. Chris is great. Oh, this is a good bowl. I got 5 of them. Hoopie University, Paul sent me 15 grams of 5 flavors that I get to try out. I'm using the Seoka hookah. But back to what you asked, I have Skyline, which I'm smoking right now. I have Red Tea, Eclipse. God damn it, I just missed them all. Skylines, Eclipse, Red Tea. Oh, I'm spacing out on everything. Spacing out because of Darkside, and they have a little astronaut as their spokesperson. So yeah, I'm spaced out on what the flavors I have, but I do have 5. I do have 4 of them now. I'm actually smoking the one bowl I have of Skyline. Chris, are you smoking? What are you smoking, Chris? I want to know. The world wants to know. YouTube wants to know. Oh man, this is putting me in a very relaxed mood right now. I'm just super. Oh, this is one of those brands I can just sit here and just not move. I don't even want to move from my spot right here. And I'm eventually gonna go watch TV, but that's so far away. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the smoke right now, and I'm actually dig it, man. I'm smoking the other water pipe. But no, I will be back in summer resort. Ooh, that sounds amazing. You got to tell me how that bowl tastes. That just sounds enjoyable. Like I said, guys, that's all I really have for you guys today. I don't have a super long video on in-depth discussion about Darkside. Although this is one of those brands I am going to start paying a little bit more attention to because I think Darkside is actually a very solid brand. From smoking it at home now, it's actually really enjoyable. So to find me on Instagram and or Twitter, you got to look up _hookahologists. On Facebook, you're going to look for this beautiful face right here under Tommy Rodriguez, and follow me on Facebook as well on my Hookahologists page, which this video will be going up sometime soon. And also keep in mind, find us on Spotify when we do the Cinema Smoketography podcast with me and producer man Isaac, and sometimes Ray 420. I'm trying to go see. What am I trying to go see? I just had it too. Oh, Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining from Stephen King's novels adaptation. So that's something we're going to be doing fairly soon. Hopefully we'll have it done by this week. So please be sure to follow us on all kinds of social medias. Perfectly stated. And till next time, guys, keep smoking.